Hello everyone, I am Anjali Tyagi and today I am going to explain the poem My Mother at 66. This poem has been taken from the Flamingo book of class 12 English. This is the very first poem and written by Kamla Das. Kamla Das. Before starting the explanation of the poem and the central idea of the poem, let's discuss something about the poetess. So Kamla Das was born in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. वो भारत के जाने माने पोएट्स में जानी जाती है, इनके जाने माने पोएट्स में उनकी गिनती होती है. Her works are known for their originality. उनका जो वर्क है उनकी ओरिजिनलिटी के लिए जाना जाता है, यानी कि उन्होंने अपने वर्क में ओरिजिनल आइडियाज को एक्सप्रेस किया है. Versatility means different ideas and indigenous flavor of soil. Indigenous flavor means ओरिजिनल फ्रेग्रेंस अपने सॉइल की अपने क्रिएशंस में उन्होंने दिखाने की कोशिश की है. She published many novels. उन्होंने बहुत सारे नॉवेल्स पब्लिश किए हैं, बहुत सारे शॉर्ट स्टोरीज इन इंग्लिश एंड इन मलयालम. She wrote her creation under the pen name माधवी कुट्टी. मलयालम लैंग्वेज में उन्होंने अपना पेन नेम यूज किया है, दैट इज माधवी कुट्टी. Some of her creations are that is novel Alphabet of Lust, a collection of short stories Padmavati, the Headlord and other stories. In addition to 5 books of poetry. इसी के साथ साथ उन्हें 5 books उन्होंने poetry की भी लिखी है. So this is all about Kamla Das. So now let's discuss about the central idea of the poem, explanation of the poem, and after that we will discuss the literary devices of the poem. Central idea of the poem: aging, decay and death. Aging is a natural process. Everyone has to go through it. It is a universal truth. Sometimes it has been seen that the children leave their parents alone, especially in their old age. We should not do that. But the situation is a bit different in this poem because the poetess is a girl. And being a girl, she has to leave her mother one day. Second, complex subtleties of human relationship. ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप की जो कॉम्प्लेक्स सबटलिटीज है, यानी कि मान रिलेशनशिप की, एक मदर की एक डॉटर से जो रिलेशनशिप है उसकी कॉम्प्लेक्स जटिल सबटलिटीज, बारीकियों को वो ब्यूटीफुली पोएट ने इस पोएम में शो किया है. नेक्स्ट थिंग इज और द सेंट्रल आइडिया इज फियर ऑफ लॉस एंड सेपरेशन. Fear of loss. As a girl, the poetess has to leave her mother and she is going to Cochin airport and she has the ache, the pain and the fear because her mother is near her old age and near her death. She was very worried whether she will be able to meet her mother again or not. To know it, let's see the line-by-line explanation of the poem with literary devices. Let's see the line-by-line explanation of the poem. Driving my parents home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Doors open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. But soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the married children spilling out of their homes. This is the first stanza of the poem. This poem has been written in one sentence, so there is no any rhyming scheme. The rhyme scheme, it means it has been written in free words, or we can say blank words. Our poem starts. The poetess, who came to her mother, lived there and now she was leaving her mother's home and she was moving to Cochin airport. She was moving to her own destination. Her mother was also sitting beside her. So driving my parents home to Cochin last Friday morning. जब पोएटेस जो है वो कार ड्राइव करके अपने पेरेंट्स के होम से कोचिन एयरपोर्ट की तरफ जा रही थी लास्ट फ्राइडे मॉर्निंग. Beside me, beside means by the side. By the side. There are two words, beside or besides. Besides means except. So by the side, जो पोएटेस है उनकी मदर उनकी साइड में बैठी हुई थी। डोज, डोज मीन्स दैट इज शॉर्ट नैप और शॉर्ट स्लीप। ड्यू टू वीकनेस, ड्यू टू हर ओल्ड एज, शी हैड अ शॉर्ट नैप। उनको एक छोटी सी नींद आ गई, जिसको हम एक तरीके से बोलते हैं कि झपकी आ गई। ड्यू टू दैट शॉर्ट नैप, हर माउथ रिमेन्ड ओपन, उनका मुंह थोड़ा खुला रह गया। हर फेस एशन लाइक दैट ऑफ अ कॉर्प्स। एशन दैट इज लाइक द एश। जब हम किसी चीज को बर्न करते हैं, उसमें जो राख बचती है, जस्ट लाइक the face of her mother, and the corpse that is dead body. Here the poet is comparing the mother's face with the dead body. यहाँ पे जो poetess है मदर के फेस को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं डेड बॉडी से, यानी कि उनका मदर का फेस जो ऐसा था, इतना लाइफलेस था जैसे कि डेड बॉडी होती है। And realized with pain after seeing her mother face, the poetess felt depressed. She was very sad that she was as old as she looked, and she thought कि उनकी मदर उतनी ही एज्ड लग रही है, उतनी ही बूढ़ी लग रही है जितनी की पोम में उनकी एज बताई गई है, that is 66. But soon put that thought away. Soon, लेकिन जल्दी ही she was very much sad. So she wanted to come out of that thought. उस thought से बाहर निकलने के लिए she looked out of the window of the car and looked out at young trees sprinting. उन्होंने बाहर विंडो के बाहर देखा, the trees sprinting. Sprinting means moving in an opposite direction. Moving fastly in an opposite direction. यानी कि sprinting, जब हम कहीं किसी व्हीकल में ट्रैवल करते हैं तो it seems that the trees are moving backward in a very fast speed, that is sprinting. So the poetess noticed the young trees were moving backward in a very fast way. The merry children, merry means happy. The happy children, spelling means coming out all together. एक साथ निकल करके घर से बाहर आ रहे हैं. The merry children spilling out of their home. जो बच्चे हैं सुबह सुबह अपने घरों से निकल करके जल्दी जल्दी एक साथ हैप्पीली घरों से बाहर आ रहे हैं. So there are two scenes. Inside the car, when the poetess was seeing the face of her mother, she was in a pain after seeing the face of her mother, because her mother is quite near to her old age and her death. But when she looked at the sprinting trees and the merry children, her thought changed from sad to the happiest, because sprinting trees and the merry children, they are the symbol of joy, happiness, vitality and energy. Let's see the poetic devices. In this poem, that is my mother, two consecutive words are starting from the consonant sound, so there is alliteration. Alliteration poetic device is used when 2 or 3 consecutive words start from the consonant sound. After that, there is her face ashen like that of a corpse. If we are comparing two things using the word like or as, so there is simile. Second part of the poem. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. So when the poetess reached to the airport after the security check के बाद, when she entered into the airport, her mother was standing few yards away from her. उनकी mother उनसे कुछ दूरी पर खड़ी हुई थी. And I looked again. I missed the poetess. The poetess looked again at her mother's face. But her mother's face was wan. Wan means lifeless. Again her face was lifeless and pale, just as a late winter's moon. देर रात से निकलने वाला चांद. Winter's moon in winter season. But in poetic devices, winter's moon is a symbol of decay and death. her mother's face was as lifeless, as pale, just like the late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, and that old familiar ache, that her childhood ache. The poetess felt her childhood fear, the fear of separation, that one day she has to leave her mother and she has to go somewhere else. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. The poetess was very sad. Whatever she could say to her mother, the last or the departing words were, see you soon, Amma. Ki Amma, I will meet you again very soon. All I did was smile and smile and smile. I missed the poetess. Whatever the poetess could do, क्या कर पाए poetess? She had shown the smile on her face. Only she could able to show the smile on her face because she wanted to make her mother feel relaxed. She didn't want to show her ache to her mother. वो अपनी दुख, अपना जो fear of separation था, pain था, ache था, वो अपनी mother को show नहीं करना चाहती थी. That's why she had shown the artificial smile on her face. As we are saying that there are several notes after the poem. It means the poet wants to say something more to her mother. But due to her ache, due to her pain, her throat choked and she couldn't say anything to her mother. That's why she had shown the smile on her face, artificial smile to her mother to make her feel relaxed. Now let's see the poetic devices of the poem. Again there is the word as is used to compare the mother's face with the late winter's moon. And if we are comparing the two things using the word as or like, simile is here. Poetic device, simile is here. As in the last line, we can see the word smile and smile and smile. The smile word is repeated again and again. So there is a poetic device, that is repetition. So this is all about the poem. Hope you will get it. Thank you very much for listening.